All right, my contractors, I just want to shoot a quick video. If you're not sure on how you should get leads for your local service business, you've probably heard of SEO, you've heard of ads, but which one should you do, right? Let's start with SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and we have three main search engine sites that most people know about, right? We have Yahoo, we have Bing, and we have Google. Now, Google gets a majority of the search traffic. So we definitely want to be ranking our websites on Google so that we can get more leads to our business. So basically, with Google search, someone basically goes to Google and they might search for, like electrician, painter. They might search for, roof repair near me, right? And this is where your site, if it is been optimized for SEO, your site should show up in the search results. After which, they'll go to your website, they'll find the form where it says contact us or schedule an appointment or get a quote. And then you basically get the lead, go to the appointment, close the customer, and everybody's happy. So what are the pros? What are the good things for something like Google? Well, Google is high intent. When people go to Google, they're searching for something, right? They need help, right? So like I said, if they go roofer near me, probably means that they got a leak in their roof and they need someone to come and fix it or to install a new roof or to repair it. The good thing about Google and the other search engines is that it is free. Once you set up your site to be optimized for search engines, the traffic comes and it usually keeps on coming. So these inbound leads are basically free forever. What are some of the cons? Some of the cons with SEO is it can take a little longer to generate traffic, right? Unlike paid ads. It's going to take at least maybe 2 to 3 weeks to kind of get the traffic flowing in. Another con is that it can be very technical to set up. You have to understand how a web page works, and you have to understand how Google crawls all of the pages on your website. You have to understand things like H1 tags, H2 tags. You have to understand schema and everything that Google likes to see to basically index your page. And when I say index your page, it's basically the process of Google finding the page, processing it, and then storing it in its database so that it can show your page when somebody searches for something relevant that you address on your page. All right. Which leads me to the third one, which is expensive agencies. Because if you're not technical minded, you're more than likely going to have to work with an SEO agency. This is where things can get a bit pricey. So they're going to want to charge you $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And they're probably going to want to tie you down to like a 12-month contract. The free lead actually turns into an expense. Let's move on. Let's talk about Facebook ads and Google ads. These are both platforms where you pay to get traffic immediately to your website. If you're trying to think, well, should I do Facebook or Google? One way to think about it is in terms of visuals, right? So if you're a company, say you're a pool company, it's quite a visual business, right? People want to see what a pool looks like. Or if you're a landscaper, people want to see the type of landscapes that you've designed. So this is where Facebook might be better because Facebook is a platform that allows you to like just show a lot of images, a lot of videos in your ads. Whereas if you maybe have a roofing company, you can get away with Google because Google is more of a text platform. A lot of their ads are text based. So Google is great for a company that isn't too visual, like maybe HVAC or an electrician or, like a roofer. All right. So with Facebook, it's a very visual platform. People are sharing photos on there. People are sharing content. So with their ads, they have, Facebook lead form ads. Facebook leads are cheaper ads. I would say that ads are generally cheaper on Facebook, because Facebook is like what you call like an interruption platform. When I say interruption marketing, it means because people are not on Facebook to really search for problems, right? They're on there to see what their friends are doing. They're on there just to browse and be entertained. So when they see your ad, it kind of interrupts that flow. But at the same time, the ads can perform very well on there because sometimes people just need to be reminded of the issues they're having and they see your ad and be like, hey, oh, well, yeah, I need my roof to be looked at. Let me reach out to this person. All right. So Facebook, they have lead forms. This is where people actually stay on the Facebook platform. They see your ad and they click it and they're taken to a lead form on the Facebook platform. So they basically fill out their details. That information comes to you and then, you get the details, you reach out to them, schedule an appointment, and then, you get the lead and you close the customer. So on Google, it's very similar. They have pay-per-click ads where it says text ads, or you can have Google local service ads where you actually pay per phone call. So with Facebook, you're really paying for impressions, right? The amount of times that somebody sees your ad, you pay for that. Whereas on Google, you have pay-per-click. So you pay every time somebody clicks on your ad. They may not call you, right? You may not even receive any sort of lead, but someone clicks on your ad, is taken to your website, and they decide not to contact you, or they decide not to put their details into any sort of form that you may have on your website. And then Google has other types of ads like Google local service ads, where now you basically just pay based on receiving a phone call or receiving a prospect's information. But it's the same thing. They go to the Google ad, they see it, they engage with the ad, and they put their information in some type of form, and then they schedule an appointment. Then they schedule an appointment with you, and then you can close the customer. So what are some of the pros? On Facebook, some of the pros is, yes, it is a cheaper lead cost. The scale can be infinitely scaled. Like you can set your budget. Maybe you start off with $20 to $50 a day. It's working out, you're in profit. All right, let's go to $100 a day. There's so much traffic on Facebook. You can definitely scale your company easy. Another good thing about Facebook is it is very visually appealing. Like I said, you can do video ads, you can do image ads, before and after type ads, videos of you doing your service business. So it can look very appealing on Facebook. On the Google side, again, it's high intent, right? Very high intent. People are looking for these services. And again, just like Facebook, it can scale infinitely. Let's look at some of the cons. Some of the cons on Facebook is you have lower search intent, right? As I was mentioning before, people are not on Facebook trying to find these services. All right. Occasionally, some of the leads can be bad because people just put bad information in sometimes. And then sometimes the people can just be flaky at the end of the day. Another con is it can get expensive when you have to go to an agency to go and set up all your Facebook ads and to kind of manage those campaigns for you. It can get slightly expensive. On the Google side, some of the cons is that, I missed the box, for Google. But again, with Google, again, if you're using ad agencies, it can get very expensive. It is less visual and, which means that you can't, stand out. You can't stand out. So just to recap. There is only really these 3 ways to market your business online, whether you're doing SEO or ads. It's best to do a combination of all these 3, because even on Facebook, you can start with as low as like, $5 a day on ads, right? While you're building up your SEO. And you can get far pretty quickly with $5 a day, and eventually your SEO will kick in, and then you can kind of build from there. All right. So here we have a service called Local Lead AI, which is basically our software and automations division of GTI Agents. But this is where we help you with SEO, where we have a way for you to rank for, 1,000 and 3,000 pages on autopilot, right? Where we have what's called programmatic SEO, where we have a software that will go in and it will start building these pages for you every day. The good thing about this is this basically falls under the software division of our company. So we have no expensive retainers. And this is fully autopilot SEO for your business. So, somewhere around this video, there's probably a link for you to set up a call, and we can get you started with Local Lead AI immediately.